I had one of those weeks. One of those weeks where everything you're handing to everyone else is not good enough. And you ask yourself, man, do I even belong here? Am I good enough for this? You know, you shouldn't lose hope. I never sulked too hard. I knew it was time to use my weekend to go to Italy. Enjoy myself a little bit. Today we're talking about dealing with those hard weeks that you have. Times when you may be underperforming. And how to respond to feedback from other people. No matter what field you're in, it is a complete finesse and skill to figure out who you should be listening to and how you can accept feedback. Let's do it. I have one day off this week, working New Year's. So it's seven days straight and one day off. So one day off I have right now. And I said, why not take it to Italy? Why not have a fun day and enjoy the beautiful country I'm right next to? Gonna go get some pizza and have an espresso. And I think it's important to do after you have tough weeks, you know. Big thing you can learn in the restaurants is not taking things personally. You got to get up and keep moving. Really, that's how you keep your sanity. And here I am, and it's like, I don't even know what Italian city I'm in right now. Ocean's right there, can't complain. Beautiful, solid, man. Parlez-vous français? Ok, parfait. Je vais payer des pizzas Nico.
Quoi?
Tous.
C'est bon?
Oui, merci. I really hope the audio is not too fucked on this, but one of the main reasons I started this channel was to document my tasting menu that I did. I'm getting a new mic, by the way. And so one of these courses was my homage to Michelin and the gargilou, the salad, right? That is just a seasonal salad, very simply done. I wouldn't have done it the way I did it again, but that's why you make dishes, right? To accompany this dish, the sauce was a fermented tomato sauce infused with nasturtium flour. So, of course, to make 4 servings of the sauce, I had to go forage 100 nasturtium flowers, infuse it. For service, right, one of the guys I was working with, good friend of mine, very good cook, right, he broke the sauce, right? So at this type of thing, it was too late to remake it. It's impossible to remake it. The base took so long to make. And I remember even sternly saying to him, dude, you broke the sauce. In those moments, it's my choice not to yell at people, even though, I've spent hundreds of hours R&Ding this stuff to make my menu. It was my choice not to yell at him, right? And even afterwards, I pulled him aside and said, dude, I'm not angry at you for breaking the sauce. I was lucky to have a cook with me as well who's incredibly good. He buzzed some ice into it and it re-emulsified. But for me, the most honest feedback you can give is not yelling. It is always these kind of more stern, directly to the point and friendly comments, Because I know he can make a butter sauce and I know he can hold a butter sauce, but things happen, right? And in some ways, as the leader of that pop-up, it was my fault. You have to be able to set people up for success, Not everyone can do everything the exact way that you want them to do. It's very important to understand that. And I just bring that up because it was one of those weeks where I was giving my mise en place to the chef de parties, and, you just feel like you can't get anything right, Like everything that I was giving was corrupt in some way. And it's not an excuse. I think that I definitely could have done better on this behalf. But, I was really pushing hard, I remember one day, I stayed until 11 o'clock after starting 8:30 in the morning, just picking basil, right, to find all these basil leaves. Get in the next day. The basil leaves have spots on them, nothing crazy, but the cooks say we can't use it, and it's part of the seasonality of this restaurant. It's you spend a lot of time getting the right ingredients, but they're not perfect, and that's because that's how nature is. I just felt like I couldn't get anything right, and so people yell at me the whole time, all these guys that chef de parties, especially because I'm not speaking French well, and it's just a bunch of putains and a bunch of putains and merdes, and I know what happened, right? They found a yellow leaf, or there was one leaf was dirty, or this type of things, or I give them 25 portions for 20 covers and then they run out of it. It's still on me though, and the yelling never bothers me, right? For me, it's the person's opinion who you care about. They come and say sternly. I remember after service, one of the chefs comes up to me. He says, I say good night, you know, merci beaucoup, à bientôt, see you tomorrow. He says, Sam, have a good night. Be careful though. We found some sand on some of your mise en place for the salad. He's not upset with me, right? But it's like that's when I really take it to the heart, and I'm like, holy shit, man! How did I miss the sand on the dandelion? You know, for me, that's how I respond to feedback. It's not yelling. It's like these types of things. The guy you know cares about you and your future, saying like, listen, you know, I know you wouldn't want sand on your mise en place, which I wouldn't. I really respond to that, and that's what gets to me. That's what really makes me stay up at night and be like, oh man, dude, how did I miss that? And I wish these things were that simple, you know, just listen to the good guys. As one of my subscribers points out, you know, this industry is full of half-drunk, incredibly angry, meaningfully hurtful people that like they don't want to help you improve, and they want to just say shit to make you feel demoralized. So you have to have your bullshitometer has to be so good to figure out who you're going to listen to, who you're not going to listen to, right? And I say this basically for the American cooks that watch this channel. There is so much bad advice given to you about how you should be doing things, and you're expected to just put your head down, you know? And for me, it's a misinterpretation of what French kitchens are, and Americans, like in the Bear, people actually aspire to be like that, you know, abusive and militant, like, right? But in reality, we're talking about something that's food. It's appetitive. It is a physiological phenomena. We undervalue teamwork and creativity so much in this industry, and it's so sad, right? Again, and this is crazy for me to say, Will Guidara, Unreasonable Hospitality, if I had to choose one book about cooking and food, period, cooking books included, I would choose Will Guidara's book. That is the outline for how to be a good teammate and be a good leader in this harsh industry that will chew you up if you're the person who is forgiving and good-willed. Seriously. And I just give one good tip for identifying these people that are meaning to hurt you, right? If they scream your failures and whisper your accomplishments, that's a good way to find out if someone actually wants you to do better. If you know, you know, man. But yeah, I mean, the kitchen industry has a long way to go. It's built on toxicity and throwing fucking pots at each other. You know, that's just what everyone's coming from. And you have to have some faith in yourself too, you know. I tell these guys, dude, I'm not trying to fuck you over right now. Do you think I came here halfway around the fucking world to a country I don't speak the language of to give you shitty mise en place? Hell no. But it's a learning curve, you know, all of it. Everything, the standards of everyone, the standards of the chefs, what goes out of the past, what doesn't go out of the past, you know? And sometimes it's worth to let people know that. Like, dude, I'm not trying to mess up your mise en place. I'm not trying to make service hard for you. I will make mistakes. It will happen, right? But our job as a team is to continue and deliver these exceptional things. And it's a beautiful thing. It's not something to be fucking high pressure all the time.